Hello, Black Caesar.
How do you do, Champagne? What's good, everybody? It's your boy Black Caesar, aka the Black Don Draper, aka Slickback Jones, the Don. We back at you today on some goofy shit. What's good?
And it's Crazy P, aka CP, fried milk, Haitian rice and beans. I'm on my Cardi B voice right now. You know what I'm saying? Episode 19, we live. Yeah!
All right, so we're back at you with 18th. Wait, is it 19th or 18th?
It is 19, bro. About to hit episode 20 soon.
About to hit our 20th episode. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Black Caesar. CP got his Cardi B voice going on today. Now I'm sure that 19.
Yo, she been killing that shit, bro. That shit was annoying, but now it's like, I don't know, it's catchy as fuck, you know?
No, I'm sure.
No, sure.
All right. So let's get into it. We got a lot of amazing topics today, a lot of interesting shit. It seems like every week the topics get crazier and crazier because that's the fucking world we live in. So we just got to deal with it, got to make fun of it, and go about our business. So first up, we have Whose Mans Is This? That's the segment where we talk about people doing dumbass shit. And my personal Whose Mans Is This goes to none other than my fellow Gemini, Azealia Banks. So Azealia came out on Twitter and said that Cardi B is a poor man's Nicki Minaj. And that's so left field, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, this girl just hit #1 on the Billboard, and now all you gotta do is hate on her. And this is from the same person that was sacrificing chicken in her apartment. So nothing you say can ever be relevant, Azealia Banks. And then what's even worse is that Cardi posted a clip of Azealia Banks jamming to Bodak Yellow. And she was like, the reason why the song's so popular is because of the haters. And it was like, got him. So, yeah, chill out, mind your business, stay in your lane, get some help, Azealia Banks.
Really, though, a poor version of Nicki Minaj?
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
I feel like she's a poor version of Cardi B. That's what I feel. But
oh, damn, true.
What does that make her? All right, let me not go in too much. Who's man is this for?
Let me hold you back, bro. All right, so my Whose Man Is This goes to B.O.B., which is, old news or whatever with the whole Flat Earth situation. But he has started a GoFundMe account to fund, his Flat Earth theory to be able to get some actual proof. I think he wants to send a satellite into space to see, which makes no sense because I'm like, if you're saying that, then obviously you believe that the Earth is not flat because there shouldn't be a space. You know what I mean? But anyways, the whole thing with the GoFund is to like raise money to be able to prove that the Earth is flat or not flat or whatever. And I'm like, bruh, you know what? You and I both have a mutual friend, I'm not going to say his name, that believes in this theory. And I have always told him that, yo, why don't you guys just take a fucking plane, a fucking helicopter, and just fucking go to Alaska, go to the end, and fucking like prove that shit ends at a certain point.
Right.
Show me the fucking ice wall, my nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
wouldn't it be cheaper to rent a plane and go to Alaska than it would be to get a fucking satellite?
Right. So I'm like, if B.O.B. can prove that the Earth is flat or round or whatever the fuck, if he can like get an expedition and like have people just fucking go to Alaska, bro, and fly until they find the end of this shit, bro, that's gonna be a fucking crazy thing to like fucking do because he's gonna really see how stupid he is when there's no fucking ice wall. But the mere fact that he wants to send a satellite up in space, I'm like, for it to go to space, the Earth can't be flat. That's like common sense. But, I digress.
But okay, let me play devil's advocate real quick. If the Earth is flat, there could still be a space,
Bro, how would the satellite stay in space, bro, if the Earth was flat? If it's not moving to keep it into the atmosphere.
Well, I used to be an astrophysicist, but I gave up on my degree, you know what I'm saying, for this podcast.
Got him.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I don't know. I think he the funny part is he only, well, when I read the story, he only raised like $300, bro. So
Well,
he didn't
Bob
raise that
got
much
more
money
money
so far.
than most of us. So Bob, I mean, shit. Why do you need my little $5 to prove your point? You know, like I really don't give a fuck if the Earth is flat or round. I just know that we just might get nuked at any point by North Korea. I mean, I would donate for you to get Trump impeached. I would donate to that. But what the fuck difference is that gonna make on my life? What shape the Earth is? But
True, true, true.
that's me.
Um.
I digress.
Anyways, yeah, bro. Anyway, I'm gonna see how it ends. You know what I mean? Um. Moving on to hot shit. My first one goes to LeBron James, which I'm sure you guys know that he went at. Well, he responded to Trump tweeting Steph Curry that he was no longer invited to the White House, and he's like, "Well, you bum." He said he wasn't coming, so there was no fucking invite. Anyway, they asked LeBron at a press conference how did he feel about that, and he pretty much doubled down and said, "Hey, this is how I feel. You know what I mean? This guy's a bum, and he's supposed to be the president to lead us, to unify us, and he's dividing us." And I'm like, to have a star like LeBron have no, you know what I mean, like what's the word, like no filter, and say what he feels on his platform, you know what I mean, for the people that can't, speak like us on that big of a platform. I think it's super dope, and I think more people in the NFL and the NBA should use their platform to speak out against, those that are bigots. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, you bum just sums up everything everyone's been trying to say. He just said it in 2 words. Donald Trump really is a bum.
for
That's all
real.
there is.
And then my next hot shit, bro, is I got my new bug. People, I'm so proud of myself. I am on my 5th bug this year. I thought this would never happen, but I'm addicted to reading now. But anyway, I'm reading. I just picked up 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, and so far it's pretty good, man. It's just talking about how to use power, because there's always a power in the world. Whether it be at work, there's a power struggle. Whether it be in your relationship with your spouse, your family, or whatnot. So it's just a book about how to use the laws of power to get what you want, in a way that is very diplomatic and cunning. So
How to get your way,
s-
how to make people do the shit you want them to do, basically.
exactly, like without them knowing that you even like doing that. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a dope ass book, and I'm addicted. Right now I'm on chapter 3. Probably gonna read another one tonight before I go to bed. And yeah.
Yo, what's something that stood out to you from the book yet?
Let's see. Well, the first law is to never outshine the master. And the second law is to, it's the old adage about keeping your friends far away and keeping your enemies closer.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't know, man. I think the one that stuck out to me so far is definitely, the second one. You know what I mean? Because it's in my nature to always want to keep my friends around, and I mean, to let them into my deep inner, I mean, thoughts and ideas and whatnot. But sometimes you realize, even though it's cliched, but those are the same people who don't want you to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Who are looking for the next step to get over you, to step on you, to use you. And people you don't even know, or the people that you hate, are the ones that, what I'm saying, you want to keep close to you, because they're like, once you open that door for them, they have no interest in putting you down or using you. You know what I mean? So it's definitely, and I'm trying to use that law not just for friends but also family, bro. Because sometimes blood family sometimes can really stab you in the back, and you'll be surprised. You know what I mean?
Word.
So
Yeah, they can
but
be the
yeah,
worst
yeah,
ones.
exactly. So yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, so my hot shit goes to Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? New York's finest. I've been rocking with her since she was on Instagram, counting money as a stripper, and now we here at the top. I didn't follow her to her. I didn't in her journey. I didn't follow her to Love and Hip Hop because there's really not a lot of people I'd watch Love and Hip Hop for. But I did still catch like a lot of her clips on YouTube. Um, But yeah, Cardi B, a lot of people might just say, oh, you know, she's just a stripper, blah, blah, blah. How'd she make it so far? That's not true. I really do believe that the energy that you put out there in the universe comes back to you. And Cardi B, if you listen to a lot of her old Instagram stuff, she would tell people, she would tell young girls, like, stay out the strip club, get an education. She's really smart. She actually went to college. She'll tell people about investing money. Like, or looking good on a budget. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring up people's confidence and all that. Like, so she's always been real, always been there's like nothing, she always says that she's like, there's nothing fake about me except my ass, which is, I mean, that's what she's saying, which is true. I mean, she keeps it 100. So shout out to Cardi. She's the first woman to be, or first female rapper to have a #1 hit on the Billboard without a feature. Something Nicki Minaj hasn't been able to do. Even though I don't like when people pit them against each other, there's room enough for everybody to eat. And the thing with Cardi B too is that I read it on Twitter today. The kind of woman, somebody said the kind of woman that Lauryn Hill was talking about in her song That Thing is Cardi B, and I want to say, wrong. That's not Cardi B, because like I said, Cardi B is all about positivity and all that. I just wish she would improve some of her interview skills, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, shout out to Cardi. Hot shit.
The whole thing with Nicki Minaj, bro, like, just to put it out there, like, Nicki Minaj came or rose to the top with the backings of, like, you know, Wayne and Drake and Baby, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And Cardi did that shit by herself. She didn't have a
She
team
did it
behind
on her
her.
own. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's also a point to, you know, tell people. And another thing is, I really believe if her next song, bro, flops, I think she's done. I think her next song has to do, you know, just as great, or if not very close to it, for it to continue that success. You know what I mean? Just putting it out there.
And she's feeling that pressure, you know. I don't know if you've seen
Yeah,
that Breakfast
for real.
Club interview. She's like, she keeps pushing back her album, and J. Cole tweeted her and told her to drop it and not worry about it. But if I was her, I would milk it. I would be like, oh, y'all expecting an album? Psych, y'all getting a fucking book, nigga. Next, my book would be out, New York bestseller, and then y'all waiting for me to drop another book. I'll drop a documentary on Netflix, nigga. Psych, y'all don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. But I hope she has people around her and her entourage that can, like, help her manage it, because it's not just about music. You know, there's so much more out there, and I don't think she has to drop another hit. I would let Bodak Yellow just flourish for another year and start getting a whole year and start getting
That's a
money.
long time.
Yeah, that's what artists be doing, you know. Like Frank Ocean, he put out an album and then that nigga went ghost, you know. And then when he came back, the whole internet was going crazy. So I think she just needs to let people miss her for a little bit, get her money in other ways, and then come back. That's what I would do.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Either way, shout out to Cardi. And up next is Toro y Moi. I know I already gave him hot shit, but you know, some people, they just get hot shit twice. That's just how it be. So Toro y Moi, he's his real name is Chaz Bundick. He's this artist, like indie artist, super out there, super eclectic. And his latest album is called Boo Boo. Actually, I don't know why it's called Boo Boo, but it's called Boo Boo.
Like Boo Boo the Fool?
Yep.
That shit better be good, bro. That's not a good name off rip, but
It's not, but like when you listen to the songs he puts out there, it's really different from the shit you hear on the radio. It's like some 1970s synth and 1980s pop, and with this like random singing on there, but that shit just goes, bro. That shit goes hard. So shout out to Toro y Moi on a bomb ass album. It's been on repeat all week, and that's it for hot shit.
AKA Boo Boo. All right,
Boo Boo the fool.
Boo. What's next, bro?
So up next we got Word on the Streets. That's where we talk about like the hot topics of the week and anything that we want to address, really. The first thing is taking the knee. This thing is blown out of proportion. Well, it's not blown out of proportion. It's getting the attention that it needs, but it's just the media is just is twisting it from what it originally was. So to give a little bit of a background to people who don't know, Colin Kaepernick started taking a knee to bring attention to police brutality. and now it's just being blown out of proportion. People are saying you're disrespecting veterans, you're disrespecting the flag, blah blah blah. Why are you bringing politics into this? So then a lot of people have been involved in this whole debate, and we're going to talk about who those people are. First up, we got Ray Lewis. So Ray Lewis was one of the main people criticizing Colin Kaepernick, saying, "Oh well, blah blah blah. Like he should. I agree with what he's doing, but I disagree with the way he's doing it." Next thing you know, this man is on two knees, looking dumb as hell, at a Ravens game, taking two knees, and now he went back on the radio and backpedaled and said, "Nah, he was doing it for God." Like, really? Like, so you chose to pray in the middle of a protest, not in your house, not at church where you should be praying, not in your heart, which is how the Bible tells you to pray, but you decided to take a knee conveniently while everyone else was on one knee. You decided to be on two knees. That makes no sense. What are your thoughts on Ray Lewis?
I feel like Ray Lewis is like an android from Westworld, bro. And someone fucked up the code. You know what I'm saying? Someone fucked up the code that they programmed into him, bro. And they got it confused, bro. So he's praying. Real. He's praying when he's supposed to be, protesting. You gotta call Bernard, man. Fuck. Oh no, come out here and fix Ray Lewis, man. Goddamn.
Bring that nigga into maintenance, bro. Like just wipe everything.
Analysis. Analysis, bro. Oh shit. Honestly, I watched that shit, bro, and I'm like, he had a plan, bro, that he was gonna hit two knees just in case, you know what I'm saying, it came on, so he could have an excuse, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even Charlemagne the God said this was gonna happen before it even happened, and it did, bro. So this dude is just a coon, man, and I'm like, you can't take a knee to freaking like help your brothers who are, you know what I'm saying, all over the freaking country who are going through all this, but yet he has to, you know what I'm saying, he can't do it, and that's a problem, bro. That's a big ass problem. So I think Ray Lewis is a fool, man. That dude is retarded, bro.
Well, the funniest thing that came out of this is because of Charlemagne, a lot of people have been going on Ray Lewis's Twitter and Instagram and leaving poop emojis and praying hand emojis on his Instagram and Twitter. So everywhere on all his pictures, you just got mad poop emojis and praying hands and shit. I think that's fucking hilarious.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I don't know how he's still on TV, but he definitely is a all lives matter type of person. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, bro.
He's all money matters. He's just trying to stay relevant and make money. That's it.
He is canceled.
He been canceled, bro. Like, he's an Uncle Tom, shucking and jiving for attention. Fuck out of here.
And the thing, so the whole thing, as you were doing the introduction for this piece, bro, about how everyone is saying that taking a knee is, making the flag look bad and the veterans, all that stuff, right? There's a freaking code that's in the freaking Constitution for the flag. And there are things you're not supposed to do with the flag, bro, that everyone does. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone has a shirt that has the flag on it. You're not supposed to have it on any apparel. There's jeans, there's T-shirts, you know what I'm saying? Some people's cars. It's in commercials, on code. It's like everything that you're not supposed to do per the code. We all do that shit, bro.
Yeah, people use it as koozies to hold their beers in their pre-gaming.
Exactly.
People wear, like, flag Speedos and flag thongs and all that crazy shit.
All that is against the code of how you're supposed to treat the flag, bro. And you mean to tell me taking a knee, which is a sign of respect, and you know what I'm saying, and you're going to say that's a fucking disrespect, bro? It's retarded, bro. It doesn't make any sense. I'm baffled by it. You know what I mean?
And what happens is that when people, I feel like people care more about the flag and the anthem than they do about when black people get shot. Black people will get shot all the time on the news. Everybody's quiet. As soon as somebody takes a knee during the anthem, then it's a problem, and that's proving Colin Kaepernick's point to the max. But I just don't think it's presidential for someone to call somebody a son of a bitch as a president. You know what I'm saying? Like, first we got grabbing by the pussy, and now we got son of a bitch. I feel like the bar for the presidency is just being lowered every day. Like the standards of presidency are just they're just going lower and lower and lower until the presidency is not going to be anything. I feel like at a certain point, people are just gonna have like WWE matches so they can become president. That's all it's gonna be. Like, bring out your Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We about to do the election.
Yo, son, let's play talk, my nigga. Let's go right now.
Hey, spades for that presidency. Shit,
bruh, that's crazy. Yeah, I think, bro, it's a joke, man. Like, it's like. It's a fucking joke. It's I feel like the whole world is just laughing like at us. You know what I'm saying? Because you went from like Obama to Trump, bro. It's like, what the hell's going on? It's like that's a big ass paradigm shift, bro. You know?
It is. It's like going from a fancy ass bar to going to like a fucking strip club with like a fucking hood ass ratchet ass strip club, bro. Not even that. Like. It's like a redneck rundown place. So,
all right. So it's not a black strip club. Though,
nah,
right?
it's not. It's like a club that serves you moonshine made in their bathtub or some shit.
Yeah, bro. It's like going from fucking. I was gonna say from like a nice restaurant, but it's like Applebee's, bro, or Chili's.
Not even, bro. It's like going from a nice restaurant to KFC, my nigga.
Damn.
Not even Popeyes, because Popeyes is good.
Popeyes is lit.
Yeah,
bro.
Like KFC or McDonald's, really. Taco Bell. Well, Taco Bell, like current Taco Bell, not back when Taco Bell had real meat, though.
Oh yeah, fake meat, bro.
It's fake meat, like fake news.
That's crazy.
But yeah, and then now he's saying he's like, oh well, even Usain Bolt stands up for the anthem, and he's not American. And it's like, yeah, of course he does, because he's on our soil and all that. Like, he's being respectful, and he probably. Maybe he's in Jamaica. Who knows if he's hearing about the news of black people being shot? Like, it's not his battle to fight all the way in Jamaica. If he comes to America, he's going to be respectful. But us as African Americans living in America, that's a huge issue for us. But you know what? People don't really start paying attention until their money starts coming into question. So a lot of these NFL players that are kneeling with their team, it's like, do they really care about it, or do they really just like not want to lose money or like go down as the bad guys in history, which is already happening?
Bro, honestly, bro, I think all the NFL, all the black NFL players, actually all the NFL players should like do a hard protest, bro, and just not fucking play, just not show up to play, bro, on Sundays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, they're gonna feel that shit real quick, bro. Real quick, you know what I'm saying? If they lose all that money in one day, bro, that's the only way, man, is to hurt them in the pockets, bro. So
yeah, I just wish there was somebody smart enough to, and by smart, I just mean somebody who's like educated, has a financial background, and like the influential pull to talk to all these NFL players, get them to donate to a fund, and then that fund can go to like policing the police. You know what I'm saying? Like just having enough money for lawyers whenever somebody gets shot, having enough money to like pay back the family and help them with their bills if somebody has if somebody gets shot or like gets pulled over by the police and loses their family or their or a loved one. Basically what the NAACP should be doing, but like better, with somebody who knows what they're doing and with the backing of NFL players. I don't know if that's my original idea, because J. Cole tweeted a lot of dope ass shit about what the NFL should be doing, and I read all that shit and I was in awe. So maybe it's inspired by that, but I think that's what should happen. Did you see J. Cole's tweets?
Nah, what did it say?
He was just saying how to protest smarter, and he was just speaking on the whole kneeling situation, and it made a lot of sense. It actually did. J. Cole is I remember like watching Lights Please by J. Cole when I was in high school. Who would have thought this man would have came from Lights Please and grown into being such an important voice in the culture? Shout out to J. Cole too.
So are you officially stating right now that you're a fan? Damn it! I almost got him. Damn it!
Nah, bro. I have a lot of respect for J. Cole. But his music still nah.
All right. I'm gonna keep trying, bro. Eventually, you're gonna turn over and come to the other side, bro. Yeah, I definitely. I don't know who in the culture could like talk to, like, to have that much influence, bro, to have everyone do, you know what I'm saying, do that. Because I don't know if, because it's not a group, it's not the NAACP, it's not, you know, Black Lives Matter. It has to be like someone that has a lot of power and influence. Maybe Oprah could do it.
Oprah could do it.
I think Oprah could do it.
Michelle Obama could do it.
Michelle could do it. Michelle could do
But
it.
then the racists would be so mad, bro. They would be so mad.
So I mean, bro, if you keep, I think if you kneel, bro, and you still play, it doesn't do anything per se, because the owner is still getting paid, everyone's still getting their money. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's still watching the damn shit. So it's like, it doesn't really do anything like the hardcore. You know what I mean? Long term.
Yeah,
So,
it doesn't do anything long. I feel like we got what we wanted, which is everybody's attention. Now it's time for action. So that's why I think, and the best way for action, the best way to make a difference is through money. You know, when you look at the way Italians came out of poverty, they all pooled their money together and got out of poverty. If you look at the way that Jewish people got out of poverty or made it in America, they got their financials right, and then they got out of it. So if African Americans are going through the same thing, really what I think they should do is pool their money together and then make like a police task force to police the police. Basically, like, if you don't feel safe with the police and there are certain cases that you think are not being reviewed well enough, have enough money to hire the best lawyers for the families that can't afford it, and just have like police interaction classes and all that. So I think this could be really more organized. Now that we got past the first step, it's time to move on to the second one.
I definitely agree, bro. So Oprah, if you're hearing this, make it happen.
Oprah, we know you listen to this, so just do it.
For real. Shit.
Anything else on taking the knee?
I don't know, man. I'm just proud of myself, bro, because I haven't watched any football like that, bro.
Word?
I thought it would be hard, but bro, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna watch some shows, bro, and just catch up on my shows. You know what I mean? So, yeah, bro. So I've been able to boycott, you know, like 90% of the NFL this year, which is pretty good.
Nice.
So
What pisses me off is that I was all for boycotting the NFL, and now that Trump wants to boycott it, I'm like, God damn it, Trump. Like, now you're reversing the thing. I'm like, do I want to boycott it now that Trump wants people to boycott it? So, I don't know.
yeah, I mean, you know what? It is what it is. Did you hear about the player from the Steelers who came out to for a national anthem? It was him by himself.
Nah, I didn't hear about it. Was he black or white?
He was white. He was a veteran, and I guess he had asked for a permission or asked his teammates if he could go out there, but not everyone. He only told a few people. And so, like, on Sunday, I think it was, when they're playing the national anthem, he's the only one out there, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So he kind of made the whole team look bad. But he came out and apologized for it, and I don't know, man. I just feel like this is all going to shit, bro.
It is. It feels like the season finale of America, and everything's just, like, amped up to 100 degrees, you know? But my thing is, if you're going to do it, why apologize? Like, just stand behind it. Just say, yep, I did it. Everybody hates me, but those are my beliefs, and fuck you if you don't like it. But I just don't get the whole point of apologizing. If you felt bad about it, you should have stayed in the locker room. If you came out and that's what you believed, you should have just stuck with it.
Yeah.
I hate when people backpedal, bro. Like, with the whole Ray Lewis shit, this nigga backpedaling back and forth, bro. Like, what the fuck you doing? Just stay in one. Just stay in one fucking position.
For real. All right, let's move on to our next topic, which is cheating. Well, the first thing is, as far as cheating is, at what point is it considered cheating? You know, from someone. So, what do you think, bro?
Damn. Well, there's different kinds of cheating, right? I feel like there's different kinds of cheating. There's not just sex isn't cheating. I feel like once you start catching feelings for somebody else, it's cheating. But then sometimes you can't help how you feel about other people. So let's put everything in context with Insecure. When do you think she cheated with Daniel? Was it when she, like, was on the couch, or was it when she, like, initially started hitting him up?
I think when she came, bro. of cheating. You know what I'm saying? I think at that point, bro, it's
so you're saying if she didn't come, it wouldn't have been cheating. True.
I mean, true, but nah. On the road though, I think at the point that she went over there, well, the studio, it was a studio, right? It was the first time.
Yeah, the studio.
Yeah. So I think at the point of the studio, you know what I'm saying, that's obviously cheating. You know what I mean? But
and she
I don't
knew
know,
what she
bro.
went over to the studio for. Like, let's not play games. Like, you knew what you were doing. I think as soon as she sent that text that she was going over there, I think that's cheating.
But I feel like for men and women, it's it's different. I mean, I feel like men and women have a different way of defining cheating. I think like for guys, they're able to separate sex from emotions, right? And whereas females can't do that, and so yeah. So it's like at which point it depends on the perspective of the person. You know what I mean? I'm not saying every guy is that way or every girl is that way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying for the majority of the genders.
I feel like maybe we should ask a woman about those because I hear this a lot, that women cheat out of emotion and men cheat out of physicality. But I feel like we should definitely get a second opinion on that because I think it could be either or,
Yeah, it could be either or. I mean, yeah, I think it's possible for a man to cheat based on emotions. You know what I mean?
Right.
And vice versa. I don't think it's that common, but I think it's definitely possible.
Yeah, I'm watching Mad Men right now, and basically this takes place in the 1960s, and basically all the men. Back then, it was all about like manhood and blah, blah, blah. And all the women are housewives or they're secretaries. There's really not like a lot of women in power and stuff like that. So in that show, you see like the men are cheating because they feel like they're the man if they have like a wife in the suburbs and a girl in the city. And then the women, they're not really cheating. They're like really just waiting on their husbands to come home and all that shit. But then the ones that do cheat is because they feel like they're lonely and like they don't got shit else to do but like make snacks for their kids. So they just cheat. So
make snacks for the kids. But I feel like, is it true or do you believe that back in those days, the wives knew about it and it was like a culture, you know what I'm saying? So they knew about it and they were okay with it. You know what I mean? As long as they came home at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think that's what happens. That's what happened a lot of the times. Like it was a culture. They knew what was going on. I mean, they still threw a fit, but they took their man back because, there's a financial aspect to it too. Because if you're a housewife, like you never went to school, you don't have any skills, your man is cheating. What you gonna do? Like there's no way for you to earn money. If you guys divorce and he has a good lawyer, you could end up broke. So a lot of women like really put up with it because one, for the financials, and two, that's what a lot of people were doing. And they kind of looked down upon divorced women back then because in the show, all the housewives got together and there was a lady living on her own who was working and had kids and she was divorced and all the housewives just started picking on her because they never saw a divorced woman before. So, people just stayed in situations because they didn't want to look like something was wrong with them or they just didn't want to, like be the outcast.
I'm sure Kevin would have loved to live in the 70s, bro. To have all his McRibs and be legal, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Legal McRibs.
Legal McRibs, bro.
You got a main McRib and then like a side McRib and a McRib in the city.
For real. But we need to answer this question, bro. So yeah, at what point is it, cheating? Like, did we define that?
I think the act of sex is cheating. I'm just gonna draw the line there.
So you don't think that the point that the person has the thought, you know what I mean, or decides to like text or make a phone call or what I'm saying, like flirt, or you don't think that initial point of saying, hey, I like this other person even though I'm married or whatever is not cheating?
Damn, now I'm gonna backpedal like Ray Lewis.
Damn, you Ray Lewis ass nigga.
Never that, but Yeah, okay. So when you take action on it is when you're cheating. That's what I meant to say. So whenever you start acting on your desires, here's the thing. We're humans. It's impossible not to have desires. You might have really good chemistry with somebody you work with that you don't have with your spouse, so or with your girlfriend. Um you might, you might end up flirting with somebody and you don't even realize it. Some people are natural flirts. Like they naturally just flirt with everybody they see and they don't mean any harm by it. But once you realize what's going on, you realize the other person likes you, but then you're like entertaining it for the attention, then that's cheating. It's not like hardcore cheating, but it's cheating. And I think we should separate. There should be soft cheating and hard cheating.
Like soft porn and hardcore porn, bro.
Exactly. Yup. Soft cheating and hard cheating. That's what I think there should be.
And you know what, fellas, for it to be a win-win situation, you just gotta get you a woman, a spouse. You know what I mean? That's willing to experiment. You know what I'm saying? You could like cheat on your wife with your wife. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Cheat on your wife with your wife. I like that.
You get a McRib. You know what I'm saying? Your wife is there. You guys eat the McRib together. You know what I mean?
McRibs with your McRib.
Right, with some hot sauce. But yeah, I think if you can get, because like you're right. People have desires, right? People change as they get older. So if you were someone long term and they don't mind experimenting, then I think a guy would be like, I'm not gonna cheat on you. I'm gonna bring someone home. We can both enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you can have that relationship, why not? So
That's true. I mean, whoever got it like that, more power to y'all. But my question to you is, imagine you are single, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a girl that you're talking to her, y'all cool, whatever. Come to find out, she got a man. So you're like, all right, fuck, never mind. And she's like, nah, wait, actually, what if my husband is cool with it? Like on some Molly and Dro type shit. You know what I'm saying? She's like, my husband is okay with me smashing other guys. Would you still do it? Or would you be like, nah, that's a little bit too weird for me?
Bro, I'm still topping it, bro. The hell? Hell yeah. What you mean, though? Hell yeah. If I get that, go ahead, bro. And I'm single, bro. Yeah, I'm still tapping it.
True.
Yeah,
true.
I'm not gonna stop, bro.
Yeah, sure.
Even though I don't like Dro in the show
I hate
Secure,
that nigga.
but I would probably be doing the same thing if I was in his position. So,
Yup.
but I think it's y'all think, you know what it is about Dro? It's not the character that we hate. I think it's just the
actor.
That sounds
his
messed
face.
up, but the
Yeah.
actor. It's the actor, bro. I was like, oh shit. I think somebody else should. I don't know who could have played a better Dro, but I feel like just the actor just has like something doesn't match with the actor. I don't know what it is about him, but
Yeah, he just has a ain't shit nigga vibe to him. Just the actor himself.
Damn, bro. You sound salty, bro.
Nah, I'm just saying Team Molly, real shit. But anyways, all right. So on the topic of cheating, would you be friends with the next? Is it okay to be friends with the next? Because since we're talking about like when you act on desires, that's when it's cheating. But if you have an ex, you already got that chemistry. You already got like your little vibe going. So it's easier for you to fall into temptation than if it's with a new person. So in that same context, is it cheating if you're friends with the next?
Well, I don't think it's cheating per se if you're friends with an ex. I think if both parties are mature enough and they've set their boundaries, after the fact, I think it's possible that you could be friends with an ex and like nothing ever happens. Now that's rare because one person is always gonna have, what I'm saying, like more feelings, and they might not show it. You know what I'm saying? But I think if both people are mature enough to like go past that and set boundaries, bro, I think it's possible for sure.
True. To me, it depends on where the ex lives. If y'all live in the same city, y'all like catching lunch together, y'all going out drinking together, nah, that's not working out. But if y'all have a Skype call here and there and your ex lives in like Taiwan, then that's okay. That's fine. Because I know tickets are mad expensive and it's not going to be okay for y'all to cheat, but it's not going to be easy. But nah, I agree. I feel like if there's boundaries and like they know what's up and you trust the person you're dating, then then I think it's fine. But I'd still keep an eye though.
Yeah, I mean, I think like if you say if you're seeing the person every day and like you having to learn stuff, then yeah, that's not really, that's not gonna work. But if you're seeing the person like once a month, here and there, you know what I mean, then I think it's doable,
Yeah,
So
and well, here's my thing. I'm like, what the fuck y'all got to talk about? Like, y'all broke it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all broke up for a reason. Like, what is there for you guys to really be that good of a friend about? I personally believe like whenever you're done with somebody, like you should be done with them. Like, not looking back, not thinking what if. But that's personally how I am. I would never impose that on somebody else, but that's just the way I would look at it. I would say, well, you guys ended things for a reason. I don't really get the point of a friendship, but if that makes you feel better, go ahead. That sounds a little
no,
salty, but that's what I would say.
I agree. I feel like this only happens. I think if there's kids involved, then obviously there has to be some kind of communication. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, for
With
sure.
that
Nah,
person,
kids
but
complicate it. Well, they don't complicate
thing.
it, but they make it like you have to work with that person.
Yeah, exactly. But if you don't have kids, yeah, I think it's probably easier if you don't see that person ever again. You know what I mean? So that's why it's very rare to see that happen. So
Yeah. Okay. So moving on from cheating, is it a good idea to date a coworker?
hell nah, that's where I draw the line, bro. You don't do that shit because you never want to mix, business or your
With pleasure.
workplace
Yup.
with pleasure, bro. That shit always ends bad, bro. It always ends bad. So unless, I mean, if it's like a boss and someone underneath them, you trying to get that promotion. You know what I'm saying? You
You
got to do what
gotta
you
do
gotta
what you
do.
gotta do.
You got to do what you
Sometimes,
got to
it'd
do.
be like
But it's
that.
gonna end bad though. It's gonna end bad at the end. So you might get fired at the end, but I don't know.
Yeah, because let's say the sex is whack, and they're like, ah, fuck, you're not getting this promotion no more. Or let's say the sex is really good, and they're like, I know what you're trying to do, so I'm just gonna keep you where you at, so you don't get promoted. So there's all these power moves that are involved in dating a coworker, like, well, not dating a coworker, but like having sex with somebody who's your boss or who has power to promote you. I would just say to read 48 Laws of Power before you date a coworker or before you try to sleep your way to a promotion. But if you do, no judgment from Black Caesar. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
for real. You gotta master it. And the thing is though, like the issue is like, unless say you're doing that, right? And then in the future, like you meet someone like someone else, like outside the job, and you want to get serious with them, well, like what if the person at work it doesn't want to let you go, and he wants to keep things going? You know what I mean?
Right. That's when shit gets messy.
The shit gets messy because then he has leverage on you, and that's when you might be, then you can get fired. All kind of shit can happen. So I mean, it's risky, bro. I would never do that shit.
But a lot of times people don't mean to date their coworkers. It's just you spend 8 hours a day with that person. And then if you're the kind of person that does happy hour with your coworkers or you hang out with them on the weekends, all it takes is a couple of shots over your limit and then boom, you wake up in the same bed as your coworker. It's awkward. Now y'all got to keep dating. I saw this in a show. Didn't happen to me, but I'm just saying it could be easier to date a coworker than you think.
If that's you, you better get some ice, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Get a pack of ice, go to the bar, bro, and then take a few shots. And then once you get that little desire, get the ice, bro, put it down there, my nigga. You know what I mean? And cool your shit down, cause
Or go to the bathroom, do what you gotta do, take care of yourself, and then you can think
shit,
clear. Be like, I'm good
Fi-
now. Shit.
5 fingers, my nigga. Shit. But nah, I feel like that shit's always gonna end soft, bro. I can't think of a scenario where it ends good. I don't know, unless they're in love with each other. That's probably the only way it ends well. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
which is rare.
I just think about like, I don't know. I think sometimes I seem to think of like sex and relationship as a power move. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if I'm trying to make a power move, I'm not gonna make it with somebody who's on the same level as me. I'd want to make it with somebody who's at a higher level than me. But then if you do it with somebody who is at a higher level than you, then they have the power to like fuck up your money and fuck up your rent and your car payments and all that shit. So my overall takeaway is that it's not worth it.
Yeah. So if you're out there, just don't do it. Just beat your meat. Do what you gotta do.
Beat
And
your beat
get
or do the female equivalent of that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this
Yeah.
episode is really on some ignorant shit. I just want to say
For
that.
real, bro. We're taking it back to the show, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
That's what it's about.
ignorant ass banter. All right. So, anything else on this topic, CP?
SMD.
Hey.
I had to say, bro. Oh shit! All right, I'm done after that. I'm done. Next, not topic. Next segment is fuck you mean, bro. And my fuck you mean goes to the response to Puerto Rico, man. You know, like because Puerto Rico is are Americans. Like the island is an American island, and to see that the aid that got there so late, and there was no coverage on CNN, Fox, ABC, like all this shit. Like I had to go to BBC to fucking see, you know what I'm saying, like what was going on. It's pretty sad, bro. And so I just want to like fucking Trump, man. Like he waited a long ass time to make a statement on this shit, and he's talking about how he's from New York, you know, he loves Puerto Ricans and that they're good people. Like shut the fuck up. He always says that shit.
You bum.
They're good people. It's like, yo, like you wait this long to put a statement. Like there's no fucking urgency about this shit. I'm like, Puerto Rico, they're fucking Americans too. Like there's mad Puerto Ricans in the fucking military, and it's like for you to see that, then you really see what's going on, bro, and who really matters in this country. You know what I mean? So that's my rant for today, man. Fuck you mean, bro.
And then on that, he was saying how a lot of his statements have been dumb. Well, all of them. But he's been saying, he was like, well, Puerto Rico is in the middle of an ocean, a big, big ocean. It's like, yeah, Trump, we know where Puerto Rico is at. What the fuck that got to do with anything? That's why there's boats. Like, what do you mean? If we can't provide help to Puerto Rico, how the fuck we gonna bomb North Korea? That's across a really, really, really big ocean. So that makes no sense. And then he was saying some other shit like, he was blaming it on the debt that Puerto Rico owes the United States, which is a made-up debt, by the way, that the United States made up. So Puerto Rico can just pay us back for shit they didn't even do. So, yeah.
I saw that. Was he insinuating that they have to pay the banks back before they even get help? I feel like that's what I got from it. I was like, yeah, like they owe all this money. You know what I'm saying? And right now, all that matters is, I think he said like what, water, healthcare, all that stuff. But you know, like they have to deal with their debt. And I'm like, bro, at this time of need, bro, you're gonna bring up like money and shit, and like, you know what I'm saying, and shit, fake thing that's not even true about paying back the banks. I'm like, bro, people are dying. Houses are flooded. People are crossing rivers to get to, you know, land, bro. And it's sad, man. And I'm just saying, it really shows you who in the country matters, bro.
That's true.
When it comes down to it. So, yeah.
All right, so up next, my fuck you mean is Twitter. So Twitter, as y'all know, Trump's just been using all kinds of language on Twitter and all that shit. But Twitter is not banning Trump from Twitter, which makes no sense because we're about to get nuked by North Korea because of this man on Twitter. North Korea took Trump's words from his tweets as a declaration of war. I would think that's a really good reason to ban somebody from Twitter. I mean, I feel like I used to get banned from Twitter a bunch of times. I used to be in Twitter jail all the time for just saying dumb shit. But now Trump is about to start a war and y'all not going to shut down this man's account. Imagine how Twitter would go down in history for shutting down Donald Trump's account. Yes, of course, he can open up a new one, but like the fact that you did it would just be a slap in the face of him. And you know how much this man hates any kind of like humiliation or anybody standing up to him. So Twitter, y'all should really like shut this man's account down. And they're saying the reason why they're not doing it is not because he's out of line, which he clearly is. They're saying it's because his tweets are newsworthy. It's like, yeah, it's newsworthy, but it's also gonna get us fucking killed. So now they're expanding the Twitter character count from 140 to 280, which means this man's about to go on longer, crazier rants and keep dividing our nation.
And the crazy thing is, bro, North Korea pretty much said that they're taking this as war, right, on North Korea from us.
Yep.
The guy from North Korea, he said that, bro, in New York. Did you know that? Like at the fucking after the UN meeting or whatever.
Oh, I didn't know that.
he was in New York when he said those words like, "Yo, we're taking this as declaration of war on North Korea." Literally, bro, like no bodyguards, niggas in. I'm like, God damn, bro.
Yo,
like,
he
shit,
literally
about
like,
to get
"Pull
real,
up, bro."
This nigga's in New York. He's not saying this in North Korea. He's in New York, my nigga. Like, I'm like, oh shit, bro. Like, they give no fucks, bro. About to get real, dog. So,
Thug life,
yeah.
bro. So now we're moving on to Black Proverbs. What's your Black Proverb, CP?
All right, my black proverb is the only thing we make in America is people, by the one and only 50 Cent. 50 Cent, G Unit. Pretty much, she was talking about how everything in America, bro, if you look at it, is made in fucking either China, Vietnam, Taiwan, you know what I'm saying, overseas. And the only thing that we produce is people and hence entertainment. You know what I'm saying? The music, movies, and sports. Because he was talking about how you can have a big ass star in China, like the number one pop star in China, right? And he'll still be trying to break into American music because he knows, like, once he breaks into American music, he can go anywhere. He's big everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, this is all we have to offer. And it's kind of true if you think about it. Everything that we use here, the cars, the parts, laptops, phones, TVs, you name it, bro. If it's a part, it's made somewhere in a sweatshop, in Asia. And the only thing that we make is people. Hence, the culture, everyone just follows, music, hip hop, whatever, and sports. And I'm like, you know what?
That's pretty
deep.
That's true.
It was deep in its own way, bro, but it's true. So that's my black proverbs for today.
True that. Mine is trouble don't last always. I don't know who said it. It was on a random Vine. But it was this girl saying like how you need to be enjoying your life and how trouble don't last always. So that's just some positivity, you know what I'm saying? If you're going through some dark times right now, just know that it's not forever, it's only temporary.
So it's kind of like saying the sun will shine again someday.
Exactly. But the way she said trouble don't last always, bitch. So
oh, you just said the bitch part, bro. That's the whole quote. What the hell? I fuck with it, bro. It's true. Like, whatever you're going through, guess what? Tomorrow we gonna get a fucking new day, bro. So you might as well enjoy it.
Yep.
So, bitch. You gotta say it, bro. All right.
So, our question is from Mike in Chicago, and his question is Chance the Rapper too positive?
Mike in Chicago, I think Chances is definitely not too positive. If anything, we need more of this positivity right now in the country. As you can see, with all the divide, race and the NFL thing and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like we actually need more people with platform, in music, Hollywood, or whatever, to be more positive and to show that we have way more in common than not. So that's my take on it. What about you, bro?
I agree. There's no such thing as too much positivity. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially since it's been a while since we've gotten a young black positive figure. So shout out to Chance the Rapper. Keep doing your thing. Positivity. All right, next up, our sponsorship. Who's our sponsor this episode, bro? You know who our sponsor should be, though? Our sponsor is aloe vera, the plant. You know what I'm saying? If you ever got sunburn, if you ever, some people use it to wash their hair. Some people put it on their skin so their skin looks healthier. Now there's an aloe vera drink that they sell at Publix for $2. Go ahead and cop it. It's bomb. It's fire. It's lit. So shout out to aloe vera, the plant. Shout outs to that. And yeah, that's our sponsor.
And there you have it.
There it is,
this episode 19 has been sponsored. People, we are on iTunes. We are on, not Spotify, but YouTube, Facebook, MySpace, WorldStar, all that stuff. Find us, subscribe, leave a comment, so we know you're out there. Yeah.
Yo, if you're listening to our podcast and you're not commenting, I'm gonna find your SoundCloud and I'm gonna ask you why you're not commenting. Real shit. And we're gonna call you out on the next episode.
And we might find where you stand and give you a knee to the face. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Take that.
But yeah, for real, support us. Let us know you're out there. We're doing this for y'all and for us at the same time. So yeah.
So we out. It's your boy Black Caesar, aka Caesar Alamo, aka the Black Don Draper, and this has been another episode of Ignorant Banter.
And it's your boy Crazy P, aka Haitian Rice and Beans, Sports Shake, Carnation Milk, all that kind of stuff. It is what it is. Episode 19. We're back. We have another one coming for you next week. Stay tuned for that one. And you.